A real talk, real talk, real talk. Up with another motherfucking banger. We have to motherfucking renegotiate the leaders that we got in our motherfucking Democratic Party. Hakeem Jeffries and motherfucking Chuck Schumer, they're Zionists. They with the Republicans. They is not with the Democrats, and they not with the Democratic Party. We need to find two new leaders in the Democratic Party fast and in a motherfucking hurry. Chuck Schumer need to go. Hakeem Jeffries need to go. They is not the right men to, to support the Democratic Party. They Zionists. They really Israel people. They Israel plants. That's what they is. They will never, ever do anything, sign any legislation to take this country forward. This is what they is, man. And until the Democratic Party wrap their motherfucking head around their own ass and get rid of these motherfucking traitors, we ain't going nowhere in this country. Cause the motherfucking Zionists own the Democratic Party too. What you think 8-packer is? Right. They own Hakeem Jeffries. They own Chuck Schumer. So how in the fuck is we ever gonna get some people to fight the Republicans up there on Capitol Hill when the Zionists own them? All they doing is playing tug of war in front of the American people to make us think that they fighting for us. But they really don't be fighting for us. Real shit. They don't be fighting for us. They get on TV and make it look like they trying to go up against the Republicans with all of them in the same team, man. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. The Republicans and the Democrats is the same motherfucking team. They put that show on TV to make the public think that they really fighting for them, and they really not. Real talk. These is some Zionist ass people. The whole Congress and the whole Senate is owned by motherfucking Israel. Real talk. So all this shit, we got to get rid of them Zionists in Capitol Hill. We got to get rid of them. We got to send somebody in there to we got to send somebody to go against them. Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries have been in the Democratic Party for the last 20 and 30 years. What have they done? Right, a motherfucking thing. Especially that nigga Hakeem Jeffries. He finna be the first black speaker, and he voted for Charlie Kirk. You a fuck nigga, man. You lost you already ain't had no black face. You look like you got a white mama or somebody. You already ain't had no black face. Now you done lost your black culture. We don't like you, Hakeem Jeffries. I don't know how many times I got to say this. You is not a man to represent black men in Congress. You ain't. I don't know what you is, but you ain't no motherfucking black man. And we know you a fucking Zionist. Israel pay for your motherfucking Israel pay for you to get reelected. That's who pay for you to get reelected. Not no you Israel and AIPAC own the Democratic Party. That's what's going on in this motherfucking country. And they get on TV with the Republicans and acting like they fighting for the public, and they not. Why the fuck with Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries take a fucking meeting with Donald Trump when he already decided to shut down the government? I'm just showing you how timid and soft they is. And then they'll come out here and say, oh, please Republicans, please vote for us. Man, them some soft ass leaders. Them some soft ass leaders. And this is why we don't get nowhere in this country. Because the Republicans run everything. The Republicans run everything. They run Congress fully. They run the Senate fully. They got the president fully. And guess what Hakeem and Chuck Schumer do? Nothing. They gets nothing done. Nothing. Schumer was right there with that evil ass man to Obama judge. Wouldn't let Obama vote on his judge. And Schumer was right there and let that motherfucking cracker get him a new judge. Let Trump get the new judge. Not Obama. And Chuck Schumer was right there. And Hakeem Jeffries, we don't like you as a black man. Black men can't stand you, man. Real talk. We don't like you. Because we know what side you on, man. You and the rest of them Zionists up there, man, we gonna get somebody. We finna get somebody to run against you two pieces of shit. That's what y'all is. All y'all is light poles, man. Y'all gets nothing done for the Democratic Party or the Democratic people up there on Capitol Hill. Y'all gets nothing done. You give us shit, y'all don't do shit, and we tired of y'all. Real talk. We need working class people to run this country. That's what we need. We need people who work and live in the real world to write the laws in this country. We don't need a bunch of Zionist ass Israelites. That's what I call you, because you're from motherfucking Israel, write our laws in this country. And they got their own country. Because they don't bought our leaders. They bought Hakeem Jeffrey and they bought that motherfucking what his name is, who ran the motherfucking Senate. Him. I cannot stand him soft ass, and both of them look gay. I promise you. Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries look like they feminine as fuck. We as black men, we don't like you. We don't like it. And we know what Schumer is. Schumer is a fucking Israel. How in the fuck is we ever gonna get ahead of this country when we got other countries writing laws in our country? You hear me? These white men were so timid and scared until they had to go group up with other countries and other ethnicities to get black people under control. That's what Israel is. That's what Israel is. Right. And guess what? Our leaders who write our laws, let Israel write the laws of America. These people are fucking Zionists. They're not Christians. And they don't fool you American people to thinking that they're Christians. They not. They don't believe in nothing the Christian theological believe in. The Israel people don't. They hate fucking Christians. When the Christian people go there, the children spit on preachers. The children spit on it. Why would we keep sending our money to evil ass people who killing and eating kids? That's what Israel is. And Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer are the two biggest motherfucking Israel lovers in the Democratic Party, and they need to go. They need to go. We is not finna get ahead in this country with two soft ass leaders that we got as in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, and in the Democratic Party, motherfucking Jeffries. Jeffries just voted for that white supremacist. That man need to be kicked the fuck out of the Democratic Party, and he need to be took out the black skin. That's what he need. Ain't no motherfucking way, nigga, you gonna vote for a fucking white supremacist if you don't think like him. See, I keep telling y'all, see, you could be black. You could be black, and you still could be a white supremacist. Because if your mindset is thinking like these white people, you're a white supremacist. Right. And that's what Jeffries is. Jeffrey think like a fucking white supremacist. He has been trained by Nancy Pelosi. So what you think she is? A motherfucking Zionist. She stayed in Israel. You hear me? What you think Chuck Schumer is? A motherfucking Zionist. You hear me? So how in the fuck, if they got Israel's beliefs, how could they move America forward? They can't. And they ain't. And they won't. And all they do is get on the news and try to fake in front of the American people like they fighting for us when they really on the same side. All of them on the same side. Real talk. And until we get a working class Senate and a working class Congress, we would never get ahead in this country because those people on Capitol Hill is rich. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Why would we let rich people write bills for poor people? Like they gonna know what like they can even think what we need. These people rich. We can't relate to these rich people on Capitol Hill. No way, no how, no fashion. They rich. So why would we let them write bills for the working class people of America? That's fucking stupid. And until we get people to run against Chuck Schumer, we get people to run against motherfucking Hakeem Jeffries and get these Zionists out of our party. But we at a standstill in America. We is at a motherfucking standstill right here in America. Now either we finna motherfucking kick these Zionists out of our country and out of Capitol Hill, or is we finna let these Zionists take America down just like Israel finna go down. That shit finna go down, man. That Israel is one of the hated places in America, in the world. In the world. Everybody hate Israel. So why the fuck America's with them? Why is we sending our money to Israel when you got like what 50 million black people here that work in this country? They families that work in this country for free and built it, and you won't get them shit. You won't get them nothing. But you send all our money to Israel. Well, what Israel do for us? What do they do for us? Especially black people. We hate the motherfuckers. We don't like them. Right? They don't like us. Why would we keep sending our money to some motherfucking racist ass Zionists over there to their country? But you ain't never paid the black people in this country for their free labor. And you want us to keep taking care of some motherfucking Zionists? Well, if you Republicans feel like that, get your passport and move to Israel, because y'all already built it up. And you can take them Democrats with you too. Y'all already done sent these people over $500 billion. Israel. Do you know you could have been unpaid motherfucking black people back? But they chose to start a new race of people instead of paying black people back. This is what they do. They'll go to a whole nother country, top of their motherfucking they'll topple their leader, put their leader in, and start them a whole new country. This is what America has been doing with taxpayers' money. Right. They will go get a whole nother country in a whole nother motherfucking Zionist ass crew to add to the Republican Party to hate American people too. This is what these people do. These motherfuckers is haters. They don't love America. They don't believe in any. They don't believe in shit about America. They don't. They don't believe in nothing about America. America is the biggest fool of the century for motherfucking Israel. We the biggest motherfucking fool. Don't nobody else support Israel like America do. And yet, you got citizens right here in your country who you owe money to and you won't pay them. But you'll go start a whole nother motherfucking country with our money. And Chuck Schumer and Jeffries, y'all been in the Senate too. Y'all been on Capitol Hill too long. It's time for y'all to go. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh faces. We need people who won't fight for the American people. And you two men, you would never fight for American people because you're rich. You don't know how it feels to be poor. You don't know how it feels to be a poor person in America. And we have to start kicking them out, y'all. I don't give a fuck what side they on. Democrat, Republican. If they motherfucking Zionists, you're a Zionist. You're a Zionist, and I'm never gonna like you. And anything about Israel, I'm never gonna like you. If you voted for them, I'm never gonna like you. I'm never gonna like you. I don't give a fuck. I hate every motherfucking body that visit Israel and that's down with Israel shit. I think they're Zionists. And I think they're pedophiles. And I think they gay. I do. I think 90% of the Republican Party is gay. And I think 80% of the men in motherfucking Democratic Party is gay. The Capitol Hill shit is one of the gayest places America ever seen. That shit ain't no different than the Parliament. I promise you. This shit is set up just like the Parliament. And we in America. And then we got these same rich people, rich white people, right? All the laws for the poor people of this country, and the rich people never been poor. So how the fuck is they gonna even understand about writing any law and helping any poor people in this country when all the people on Capitol Hill are rich? They rich. They are fucking rich. It ain't nothing we gonna be able to do. We ain't gonna be able to take our country back until we be able to take our power back from Capitol Hill. We need to kick them bombs out of Capitol Hill. Got to kick them out. Yeah, I keep you. And the Senate leader been there too long. This is why they need to have terms, because these people ideas is old. They came from up under Nancy Pelosi. How old Nancy is? 90? Chuck Schumer, you need to step aside and get that gavel to a young man that's gonna fight the Republicans. You ain't gonna fight. Every single time you ball up and give in like a fucking bitch, the little faggot bitch you look like. Chuck Schumer said, get that gravel to somebody else. We can't say give it to a black man over there because it's no black Congress senators. There's no black senator on the senator side in the Senate. Do you understand that? Black people don't got nobody talking for them, fighting for them in the Senate because there's no black people in the Senate. Just think about that shit, man. Black people have contributed to this motherfucking country since this country been born. And you mean to tell me we don't have no representation in the Senate for black people? And we ain't living in no motherfucking Ku Klux Klan country, you call it. What you call it? How we don't got no representation in the Senate for black people? You know who in the black, you know who got representing us in the Senate? Tim Scott. I'm just showing you something. We have a fucking Tim Scott in the Senate representing black people from North Carolina, and he a Republican. That's the only black man in the Senate. And you telling me ain't nothing wrong with this motherfucking picture? Out of the whole country, there was no qualified black people to be in the Senate? Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit racist. That Senate is racist as fuck. And the Democrats that's in there, why you ain't putting up more black people to become senators? I just want to know this. Mr. Schumer, if you the Senate leader, why haven't you put more black people up so we can get represented in the Senate too? Because but you want them Zionist ass white men. You don't want no black men though. You see what I'm saying? You don't want no black women though. You is one of them Zionist ass Israel motherfuckers, and we want you gone, Chuck Schumer. You and Jeffries. The man, listen. The Democratic Party is at a crossroads right now. We have two soft, impotent ass leaders as our leaders. We can't get no further with them two soft ass, impotent leaders until we get rid of them. And I want Chuck Schumer gone, period. Ain't no black man in the Senate. Ain't no black woman in the Senate. And you the Senate leader, we want you gone, Chuck. Right. We don't like you. Take your ass back to New York and retire. That's what you old as fuck. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere, man. And until we get some black people that's representing us in the Senate, black people, we have no representation in this country. The Senate, write the last bill before it go to the president. And we don't have no representation now, black people. And we built this motherfucker. Come on, man. The Democratic Party is more racist than the motherfucking Republican Party. I think so. I just feel they both are the same coin. They two are the same coin. And one of them get out here and shit on the American people, and the other one get out here and fake like they trying to help the American people when both of them in the same game. Ain't no motherfucking way everybody just voted for the motherfucking Charlie Kirk, and black people in the Congress voted for it too. We voted to give a white supremacist a day. Do you know how long it took for Martin Luther King to get his day? 15 years. Right. 15 motherfucking years it took for Martin Luther King his motherfucking day in 1 hour. And you telling me this ain't a everybody and everything in it. This shit need to be broke down and built back up. This is the only way that we'll get a true shot in America. It need to be tumbled. The whole American prospect need to be tumbled and started over. I promise you. This is the only way black people in America ever gonna get any kind of fair shot. We have to tumble all these white supremacist foundations that the white supremacists built this country off, and we have to tumble them and start fresh. But until we do that, they got the monopoly game. They got the whole board. They own it. They got everything on the monopoly board. And until we get the fuck up American people and fight these Zionists, we done lost our country. Goddamn sure have. We done lost our motherfucking country. And it ain't no getting it back. It ain't no getting it back until we get the people out here that's not fighting for us. That's not fighting for us. And the Republican Party ain't never fought for nobody. They would never fight for true working people. They don't even know what that means. All of them is, go look in the Republican Party. Every last lawmaker there is a millionaire. If they millionaires, how could they relate to the working class people in this country? They finna shut the government down in one day. The government is finna be shut down, all because Donald Trump don't want that motherfucking Epstein list to come out. So he'll hurt the American people. This how evil he is. He will hurt the American people just because he can't get his way. If that motherfucker ain't evil, you tell me what is. Ain't no, the American people ain't got nothing to do with that Epstein list. Why would you shut the country down to try to hide the Epstein list coming out? That's what's going on. It ain't shit got going on. He got this big ass budget. He already finna bankrupt America. And the Senate just voted against it. The Republican Senate just voted against Donald Trump bill because he trying to bankrupt America. And everybody see it. Everybody can see it. This man trying to bankrupt America and move to motherfucking Moscow. And y'all gonna let him. And guess what? We going into a recession right now because of that motherfucking 2025 bill. And guess what you white people saying? Oh, it's the Democrats' fault. They can't. You white people is so motherfucking delusional. What world do you live in? I'm just trying to figure this out. This man just cut every single thing got to go into your life. Cut it. He took everything out your life to give it to him and his friends for their tax cuts. And you telling us it's the Democrats' fault? What world do you white people live in? See, y'all so racist until you don't even see you be voting against your own motherfucking interests. But I know y'all be voting against your own interests. But the white lady stood up yesterday and said, we voting for our race. We don't care nothing. This is what they said. They vote only for their race. They don't care about policies. They only voting to keep their race in power. That's what white lady told us. She don't give a fuck about a policy. She voting to keep her white supremacists in this country at an all-time high. That's what they vote for. They don't vote for no policies. These people is dumb as fuck. They can't even read. Why would they care about a policy that they can't even fucking read? Trump supporters are the stupidest voting crew America has ever seen. These are the stupidest people America has ever seen. Right. And the more and more we get into this shit, that's all they ever voted for. To keep white supremacists going. These white people don't care nothing about no policies in this country. They feel like they white supremacists gonna get them above the poor people anyway. But they poor. How the fuck your white supremacists gonna get you anything other than what you already getting? The same thing all the Americans get. Nothing. So your vote for these white people to keep them in power don't get you and your family nothing. But you already said it. That's what you vote for. So until we get this mindset out of Congress and the Senate, well, we fucked up, American people. We fucked up. We fucked up. And we got to get rid of them old ass people out the Congress and the Senate. We need fresh ideas. We need new faces. This is why I hope Governor Newsom ran, so we can weed out all these motherfucking Zionist agents in our government. They deep. They in our police force. They in our judge. These Israel people have came and set plots in every place, every system we got going on in this country. Israel has set in plots to work into them places. Look at Donald Trump cabinet. All them people in Donald Trump cabinet right now is Zionists. He got the whitest cabinet the world has ever seen. And you telling me this ain't based on race? What is based on? He telling us black people can't make decisions in this country when we know the black people in this country are the smartest and the brightest, and especially the women. But they got that white supremacist mindset, and guess what they think? Oh, all black people dumb and lazy. I'm just telling you, man, if you listen to the Republicans, they would actually tell on their goddamn self about every single thing they gonna do and everything that they think about doing. These people are going to tell on themselves. All you got to do is listen to them. All you got to do is listen to these people. They're going to tell on themselves. These people are haters of America. That's what they is. They traitors. And I just want to know how the fuck we keep letting traitors have offices inside our motherfucking Congress and our Senate. How? If you white people up there in Capitol Hill ain't racist, and you got all these Zionists in our country writing bills for American people, how you ain't holding the country back? How you ain't holding? If you American and you got Israel people up there on Capitol Hill fighting and voting for Israel to keep screwing America, we got our own politicians up there fighting for a whole nother country when they're not even fighting for the country they live in. Just think about that. They fighting for Israel, but they won't even fight for the country that they live in and got all their wealth in and got all the high in the fuck and don't know American think something wrong with this. We is caught up in the middle of a motherfucking monopoly dealing with these two parties in this country because both of them the same party. They is not fighting for American people. And until we get that wrapped around our motherfucking head that them people on Capitol Hill was put there by Israel to keep America down and to keep giving all America nuclear secrets, weapons, and money to Israel, we stupid as fuck. Show me another country that do that for Israel. Show me. Don't everybody know that them people Zionists, they hate all other cultures. America built that culture. That's what they did. They made that culture. That's what they done. Them is not real motherfucking them is not the real people of the land. America put them people there. Right. And built that country up, gave them nuclear weapons. That's America's next home, Israel. That's why America built it. They say once the motherfucking people in this country, once they go to getting a little bit more brown, they got a whole nother country to go to because they done built Israel up. And them people is white Zionists, haters of every culture, just like American people is. And all our politicians is caught up in the middle of that Israel shit. Israel has blackmailed every politician in this country. They got them fucking with the girls. And this is why Donald Trump and the Republican Party don't want that list to come out, because a lot of those Republicans is on that list. A lot of senior Republicans, a lot of senior Democrats, Clinton on that list. Both of them. They Zionists. I'm just telling you. Them is two evil ass white people. The Clintons. They is. Two evil ass, and special Bill Clinton. That is a nasty ass white man, and every black people liked him. And look what he did. Look how much he fucked over black people. I'm so glad that bitch lost. I swear to God. I'm so glad she lost. Because she has been perpetrating the same shit. Her and her husband. They love Israel. They got something to do with that Jeffrey shit too. They just like Trump. Her and Trump and the president was best friends before Trump became a Republican. All of them was visiting Israel and Jeffrey Epstein. All of them. And the Democrats can act like they really want this list to come out. And this is how they keep the public looking at their news, chasing their news, thinking that they gonna do it. Them people ain't releasing that motherfucking list. This just a plot to keep the American people interested in what's going on. They know for a fact it's too many of the Democrats and the Republicans on that list. Man, it would tear the Congress and the Senate down right now. I guarantee you. It's so many people on that motherfucking list, it would empty out the chambers of Congress and the Senate. This is how much people on that motherfucking list in this country. This country born off Zionist ass shit. This is why they can relate to Israel more than they can relate to the African Americans of this country that be living right next to them. They can relate to people from Israel and not Americans. And these people is not American. How the fuck is they American? When they can relate to the people of Israel and not Americans. There is none of this country, of this world, I think. Ain't no motherfucking way. You white people didn't know what you was voting for and can sit here with a straight face and say, oh, I didn't know about Stephen Miller. He's a fucking Nazi. And you voted for that. You's a fucking Nazi. And this is just how we got to treat you. Ain't no motherfucking way you voted for somebody 3 times and you gonna tell me you didn't know. No, that wasn't no accident. 3 times? That was on purpose. That was on purpose. And everything after that has been purposely. Y'all see this country is browning up. You white people scared because y'all think that the same evil ass shit y'all done to Americans, that we gonna do it back. Y'all think the same shit y'all done to every country y'all go into, that them countries gonna do it back to you. And I'm just here to say, this decade, every last white foundation that been stealing and killing black people is gonna fall this decade. It's gonna fall. France and UK is first. It's gonna fall. In America next. I'm just telling you something, man. Every single thing that this nation has done to black people in this country, my ancestors and my black God is on this land. On this land, and they here to come and take every single thing you ever took from us. And guess what? They gonna take every single life that you took too if you don't sit y'all ass down somewhere. I promise you. This just how they coming. They don't care nothing about your motherfucking title. They don't care nothing about nobody. They is here on this land. They starting in Africa first. They gonna take every single thing back from the white men and the white nations that been robbing Africa since the beginning. All them white nations is gonna fall. And every single artifact that them white nations took is going to be put back in the right owner's hand. Every piece of land they took, every life they took, is going to be returned to the rightful owner. And this got to do with every white supremacist nation in the world. It's going to fall this decade. This decade. Not next decade, this decade. And it's happening right now. Look how many of the motherfucking white nations Africa kicking out their country. And look at the white nations. They falling. All along, you white people can't live without black people. You can't live without taking and destroying our lives to build your own lives up, right? So, my ancestors here on this land. I can promise you that. I can, well, on my soul they here. On my soul they here. And they told me to come tell you white people, if you don't give us our land and the money that we already work for, they gonna come on this land and destroy it and destroy everything on this land. And guess what? Us chosen people be bite. Y'all ain't coming bite. We will be bite, right bite, because God gave us eternal life. Our black gods. So you don't have, we do not negotiate with terrorists. And this is what America is, a terrorist group. This is a terrorist country and a terrorist group. Every last one of you terrorist white foundations, Britain, UK, every last one of you white foundations that America built up and that England built up to keep their white supremacy shit going. My ancestors here on this land, and they came to topple your motherfucking white supremacy. I promise you. Look at it. UK is next. Is next. UK is next. Britain, all that shit gonna go. All of it. Every single artifact you got, you better return it. Every single piece of land, you better return it. Or it's gonna cost you your life. I can promise you this. That's all I can tell you. Whatever you took, how much you owe us, it's gonna cost you your motherfucking life. So, and we not negotiating with the motherfucking terrorists. I'm already telling you this. So, this decade, black people is going to get what they deserve. Black people is going to get the land that this country promised us. And if you don't give it to us nicely, our ancestors is going to take it and your land too and destroy this whole motherfucking world. That's what they're here for. If you don't give it up, the world, the world, not the white, not United States of America, the whole world, whatever you took, you better return it in this decade. My ancestors on this land, they coming to take your life and your children's life and everything connected to you. They're going to take their life. That's what they came here to do. And they're not negotiating with no white terrorists. And this is what y'all is. And we give a fuck about your accolades. We give a fuck about your children. We give a fuck about nothing but what's rightfully owned to us. And Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, this is your warning. You two men need to step out the way and let somebody get to them places that's going to move America forward. And if you don't, Chuck Schumer, my ancestors is going to put some sickening shit on your white ass that I don't even think you going to come back from. Hakeem Jeffries, the same way. If you don't give up that gavel to Miss Crockett, Hakeem Jeffries, everything you touch, your mama, your children, I don't give a fuck what it is. My ancestors here to take every fucking thing you love and show you how I feel. Get out the way, Hakeem Jeffries. This your warning. Get the fuck out the way. Get that gavel to the person who want it, who deserve it, is Miss Crockett. You is a white man in a black man body. We don't respect you, Hakeem. You just voted for that motherfucking white supremacist. Get out the way, Hakeem, for my ancestors get you out the way. That's all I got to say. If you don't get out the way, Hakeem, and the other one for the Senate, my ancestors going to get you out the way. Chuck Schumer, my ancestors is going to personally come get you out the way. That's your warning. Get the fuck out the way.